Schizophrenia. Explained in 3 minutes. What is schizophrenia? Schizophrenia is a mental disorder of thinking, feeling and acting that is caused by the overencoding of neurotic beliefs and memory. All symptoms of schizophrenia, for example delusions or hallucinations, we can find to a lesser extent also in neurotics and even in people without mental disorder. You do not believe that? So let's look at 2 examples. For example, the delusion. Social anxiety and mistrust in everyday life. If we have just experienced a disappointment with a person and sometimes feel insecure about strangers, it can happen that we involuntarily think about another person. I'm sure he does not like me either. Social anxiety and mistrust in the neurosis. A person who was repeatedly disappointed by childhood, rejected or attacked by others and feels helpless and inferior, could think neurotic anxious. All are against me. I cannot stand this anymore. Social fear and mistrust and delusion. If a person was more often and dramatically disappointed, rejected or attacked by others, feels even more helpless and even more inferior, for example due to subjectively felt flaws, retires finally from a world hostile to him, encoding his neurotic fears and endless pondering even more in his memory, then a suspicious experience can bring him to the thought, I am being followed. Or he sits in a cafe, sees strangers talking at the next table and suddenly comes to the conviction, they talk about me. Another example, hallucinations. If, before falling asleep, pondering long and hard on a problem or an event of the day, losing ourselves completely in our thoughts, suddenly it can happen. Short thoughts become so conscious to us, we believe we heard them. The same is true for miners locked in underground or single-handed sailors who solitary sail around the world, and schizophrenic people who have withdrawn from a hostile world and are only engaged in their delusions. Their delusional inner world, overstored in their memory, consciously recalls thoughts also during the day so that they are heard as voices by them. We summarize. The symptoms of schizophrenic disorders are only the extremes of neurotic abnormalities. And the causes of schizophrenic disorders are as diverse as the neuroses from which they develop.